Casually, just my dream luggage.
Oh, am I live? Hey everyone, so we are out and about today. We are here at Motherlode Vintage and Handmade, and I do believe we're in Decatur, Georgia. Insert proper location here, I guess. But I've been here one other time and found some really good stuff, but I'm really excited to show you guys around this store. It is really good, great quality, vintage, handmade, and just like really unique pieces, not the run-of-the-mill, store, in my opinion. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah, I think it's kind of hilarious how I've never been here before recently. I actually follow a few fellow vintage resellers who have booths here, so it's quite exciting. As soon as you walk in, there is an abundance of beautiful greenery, some plants you can take home. Oh my goodness. For someone who doesn't have the best green thumb, it's just better to look at them as opposed to pick them up. They are gorgeous though. But as you can see, it is a nice large open space. Checking out these two little rooms first, but I did catch this awesome chair and table set. I was so tempted to bring that home. Honestly, if it's still there next time, I just might. But in this room, what kind of caught my eye were all of the old typewriters on the shelving. How fun is that? So I spot my dream luggage set, unfortunately not for sale, that pink Samsonite set. Ugh, just too good. Not gonna lie, I'll probably ask every time I come in if it's up for grabs. It's one of those fun pieces, but they do have some great mid-century modern furniture. Honestly, when I go to find a new piece or two for my own setup, I will probably be coming here. They do have some great ones. Peep the very fun way they set up. Loved those dishes. And of course, one of my favorite things is clothing. I don't do a ton of clothing nowadays. I'm actually trying to get back into the vintage clothing realm. That's actually where I started in the vintage reselling. Absolutely loved that band shirt. They actually have a great array of old shirts for sure. Rush, not sure about Cars. Dare, I actually have one of these old shirts. Don't know who that is, but I do know Willie Nelson. Gotta love him. Any Willie Nelson fans in the comments? But this one was a hard blow. Since when is Obama vintage? Ugh, my goodness. That kind of makes me feel old, not gonna lie. But really fun setup. Here I am in a mirror. Hello. Again, some awesome shirts, jackets. I personally love a good jacket. I try to pick some up at least once a year for myself. Really loved this army green one. Of course, some old denim. Vintage dreams do come true. Look at how fun this place is set up. Again, really nice, big and open. There was so much to look at. I just didn't know where to start. They had a wonderful long neck kitty. I always think of the wonderful Natalie who owns the vintage booth I have my stuff at, which is Diggers. She does love a good long neck kitty. She was really fun. They had some awesome glassware, decanters, candlesticks, bowls, mugs. You name it, it's probably here. Even some lucite grapes, which you got to love. So we pan on over to some more clothing, and if you are looking for clothing in the Atlanta area, this place is a great one to check out. I notice a ton of more of the 80s sides of vintage, which is definitely very popular. All the Peter Pan collars and just very funky coloring, color waves. I love it. Loved that jacket as well. Love a good collar. Here on the other side of the booth, again, just immaculate with the design. I had so much fun. This place would be such a great one to take pictures in, just soak it all up. And of course, you guys know me, anything with flowers on it, always gotta give my attention to. Really liked that little canister set, little wall hanging. Loved these cup set. Loved the gold detailing on them. And like I said, lucite grapes. I just have to say huge hats off, or tip of the hat, I don't know what the phrase is, to people who really take the time and energy to decorate their booths. Like this one, for instance, is so good. Peep the awesome hair dryer. I actually just picked up one of those for my own personal collection in pink. But you got the sad eyes, love, love. You got the big-eyed sad guys, have a few of those in my own collection. Panorama over. I mean, there is just a ton. One of my favorite things I saw was actually these placemats still in their original packaging. Don't you love that? And like I said, clothing actually in today's haul is going to be pretty much the majority of what I picked up, honestly. This rack, and actually a couple racks that they had, were just $5 per piece. Spot this awesome dagger collar. I pretty much went ham when it came to the vintage clothing, which is really fun. Of course, when I go to estate sales and stuff, I usually look for the littles, the kitsch and stuff, so I don't pick up clothing as much as I used to, but when I find a good price, I got to. I definitely do a lot of clothing in my own booth and trying to filter them more on Etsy as well, so check it out if you are looking. Again, there is just so much to look at. Granted, I just kind of wanted to soak it all in, look around. Loved that light, honestly. Anything floral, flowy, with a dagger collar, like this one, truly, obviously catches my eye. I've been wearing vintage clothing for pretty much about 10 years at this point, if not more. Back in the day, I started selling on Depop, which is really where I started the love of reselling. Again, great setup. I think I'm gonna spot Mr. Adam Ant. Let me know if anyone knows who that is. Loved that TV lamp. I think my friend Tyler just sold one of those. A bunch of cookie jars, a great array of. Have a special spot for those. Growing up, my mom always had vintage cookie jars and still does, so it's really fun to see those. And absolutely loved these desk chairs. Oh my gosh, the coloring and the shape of them were superb. If I was so short, I might have actually picked up one. Again, awesome bags, more clothing. This is going to be a jam-packed video, so stay tuned for part 2, coming very soon.